So recently a friend told me, he said that I should try adding in some ASMR scratching sounds and things on the paper. And I think that that would add to the video, but one, I don't know how I'd record that properly without getting too much background noise. And two, I feel like I breathe too much. I mean, with the time lapse, it doesn't really make sense. It would have to be a real-time drawing video. If you guys are interested in a real-time drawing video, I would definitely try that out. I'm probably not going to do the best at that. Lately, I've been thinking about how fresh pizzas from a lot of these fast food pizza type of places. I mean, I guess it's like, yeah, it's like fast food pizza. It's almost worse than frozen pizzas. And this thought process was brought up because I was at the store and I was debating on buying ice cream, and then I started to look at all of the options, and I realized that buying like ice cream sandwiches is almost the same price as buying just like regular ice cream. Then again, they got more flavors if you don't get the sandwiches. Just in general, I kind of put a note in my notes of things to talk about. And I had a note that is just talking about my diet and things that I like to eat. A lot of the foods, I don't know, some of the foods probably aren't universal, so it's probably not the easiest thing to explain. But I do have this bad habit where I will feel like I haven't got enough food in for the day. I'll just go eat a whole bag of chips. I know that some people have the opposite problem where they eat too many bags of chips. What else do I eat? I eat a lot of pasta. Pasta's pretty good. I eat a lot of frozen stuff. It's probably not the healthiest to eat a lot of frozen stuff, but it just doesn't go bad, and it's just so convenient sometimes. And I do like to cook. That's the thing. I do actually enjoy cooking, but I mean, sometimes you just want to throw in a pizza or something, come back into... It's amazing, the technology that we have these days. It's almost like that scene from Spy Kids, where you could just take a pizza and you could put it in the oven, and you just walk back in 25 minutes, which is basically time travel if you're like playing video games or drawing or doing anything distracting. And then you just got like a fresh pizza. I eat a lot of ramen, probably also not healthy. Did you know that one ramen, not any ramen, but most of the cheap brands, I'm sure that most of you know the cheap brand that I'm thinking of, they usually have about 50% of your daily recommended sodium, which is crazy. And if you look at the back of the package, usually it says 25%, but then you realize that one of those packages, they claim it's supposed to be 2 servings. And we all know that that's not 2 servings. We all know that we've all had a time where we eat 2 of them for 1 serving, which is almost too much. Honestly, that's too much. Don't do that. The strategy that I think most people implement is just not using the entire flavor packet. And that leads to another interesting thing that I didn't know, which I should have known, I suppose, but salt has 0 calories. So does mustard. Not that they're related, but you do, I guess, have to be careful with... Well, you don't got to be careful with mustard. You can go hog wild with the mustard, I think. I don't think anybody's ever overdosed on mustard. When I got this new PC set up, I got a newer version of OBS, and the first drawing or 2 that I did, I realized afterwards that it didn't render it properly. My settings in there's a couple settings that I had to switch around, and then I got everything working properly. The first few drawings, they did not come out. I lost a few recordings there. Also, this video is actually being recorded a day before it's being uploaded. So this video is being recorded on the 19th, and it's going to be uploaded on the 20th. Where usually I'm a day or 2 behind or ahead. But I realized at a certain point that the one audio recording that I had done just sounded terrible. I was just so boring. I was so tired. I'm like, I gotta redo this. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to upload a new video tomorrow that's fresh. But yeah, I think that I'm getting close to the end of this video. I don't want to cut it too short, but the last video was a little bit longer. Just in my everyday life now, I'm looking at things that happened to me. And as they're happening, I'm daydreaming about me narrating the story. Like, for example, let's say I'm going to grab a coffee from the coffee shop. I will note that in my brain instantly, and my brain will start narrating it to me. It'll be like, so I went down to the coffee shop today, and it's like me checking if it's good enough to be in the video. Which is interesting, though, because it does make me reflect on my life more, which does make the days go by slower, which does feel like it's kind of like, in a way, it's like raising my lifespan, you know? There's perceived time and then there's real time. And real time isn't real anyways, guys. Come on. It's all about that perceived time. Get your perceived time in order, boys and girls. Let's go. Ways. That's all. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, and since this video is being filmed more in present time, and all the last videos that you've been watching, I'm in the future. Now that I'm finally speaking to you as President Mustard, I have to tell you this. It's very important. Whatever you do,